Obama and Holder are determined to let thousands and maybe tens of thousands of people out of jail and sign them up as voters. That's what I'd like to talk about today. The administration is pushing the idea that those who are in prison for nonviolent offenses should be let out of jail early. What's the point in spending all the money keeping them incarcerated, they say. But nonviolent isn't nonviolent. It's usually drug dealing. And I consider drug dealing a very violent crime. Selling a 16-year-old heroin is kind of like an attempted murder. And in any case, many of the people they're letting out are for simple possession. But that doesn't mean simple possession. It means they have a large enough quantity to be dealing, probably were indicted for dealing, and probably pled down to possession. In any case, the point of keeping those folks in jail is that they did a study in 2005 of 404,000 people that were released from prison that year. The study just came out yesterday. And of the 405,000 that were released in 2005, 1/3 were back in jail within 6 months. 1/2 were back in jail within 1 year. 2/3 were back in jail within 3 years. And 3/4 were back in jail within 5 years. The survival rate for inmates is worse than that for cancer over 5 years. And it really shows that those folks that are in jail ought to be in jail for the most part. There are a few exceptions, but for the most part they ought to be. And to release them early is simply to release them into another revolving door system in which the cops have to go out, risk their lives, and apprehend them for new crimes. And in fact, they probably commit a whole lot of crimes before they're actually rearrested. Why is Holder and Obama doing this? So that they can get them to vote. Because at the same time that they're releasing them from prison, usually by a presidential pardon, which used to only be given in a few instances, now they want to release them and then encourage states to make it possible for former felons to vote. In fact, all but 4 states permit people who have been in jail to vote when they get out. Some make them wait a little bit, but basically 46 states do. So what we're looking at here is sort of the decriminalization of anything other than a violent felony. And then the use of the president's clemency power, his pardon power, for wholesale releases from prison and additions to the voter rolls. This amnesty that I think is coming down the pike will be as large as Jimmy Carter's amnesty for Vietnam draft resistors, and really will put a large number of additional criminals on the street and onto the voting rolls. Thanks for watching.